What's going on, true gamers out there? It's your boy Sega Man back with another video. Power to the true gamers out there. Uh, Today we are going to talk about uh, a system that I collect for that's actually becoming kind of expensive to collect for. It's especially if you want the games complete in the case. And this is a portable system that actually Sony did very well. They did very well. I talked about the PSP in earlier videos, so if you want to check that out, maybe try looking for it. But this is my PSP. I collect for the PSP. You know what I mean? I collect Sony systems too. I don't hate Sony. I don't know how many times I got to say it over and over again. Even though I don't own a PS4 yet, you can't call me a Sony hater because I own their systems. I collect for them. I am a collector. And on the back, this is actually the Kratos version. It has the Kratos character on the back. And I got this at a flea market. A girl that worked there, she sold it to me for $20 with the power pack and this in a little case. She sold it to me for $20. And it works very, very well. Never had any problems with it. But we're not going to talk about the PSP today. We're going to talk about its games. You probably can't see the screen, but it works very, very, very well. You have to set up the date and everything on there. But it works very, very well, okay? It is a nice portable PSP. The red color is awesome, like a candy apple red. You know, like you would get like in a, I don't know, like what did I get it? A Mustang candy apple red, Corvette, whatever. You know what I mean? It is a nice piece of portable system that Sony has brought out. Well, what we're going to talk about today, actually, is collecting the games for the PSP. Some of them have really, really run up in price. You know what I mean? On eBay and Amazon. You know what I mean? A lot of these games, to be honest with you guys, you can find these games. Believe it, you can find these games like on Lukey Games. But a lot of them, they offer them to you with just the game, and you have an option to click complete. So sometimes when you click complete, the game itself could be, for instance, let's show Wipeout. Now, I'm not saying Wipeout is expensive, but let's talk about the PSP games. Wipeout Pulse, okay? I got this at my local exchange, right? I got this for $5 complete, okay? Everything in it, the book, the game, and everything, the artwork, whatever have you, right? So the game itself, the UMD, you can get that for $5 on there. This is as an example, but when you hit complete, it can go up to $50. So it's very expensive to actually collect for certain types of games from different systems. And Wipeout, I believe, I don't know how much it would be on Lukey Games. My guess would be complete, if they had it complete, maybe $15 or something like that, or $20 or $25, maybe. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. It depends on the game, I guess. But Wipeout is a really good racing genre, futuristic racing game. I like Wipeout. You know, there was good Wipeouts on the PlayStation 1. There was a Wipeout that was on the Sega Saturn. You know what I mean? And in other systems. You know what I mean? And Wipeout is pretty good. It'd be nice if they would bring back a real good new version of Wipeout and put it on the Xbox One X and other systems. You know what I mean? Like a more futuristic, up-to-date Wipeout game would be awesome to add to the digital collection, or possibly to get it physically if they would make it physically. But it's a good game to pick up for your PSP. You know what I mean? So let's get into another one. Now this one here, I believe if you want this complete, it's a great game by Sega. It's for the PSP. It is really good on the PSP. I've played it. Great graphics. You know what I mean? I have this complete, and I found this at my exchange too for I think it was $8 at the time. And it is Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast. So that's another great game to pick up for your PSP. It's a good game to add to the collection too. If you're a Sega collector like I am, I try to find these games, right? on different systems, because sometimes they make the games differently on there. They can add things to the game. You know what I mean? There's just different things sometimes they do for different systems when they bring that versions of the games to that system. But this is actually a really good transformation of the Outrun series on the go, which is really awesome. It's really awesome to have this PSP and play Outrun coast to coast, man. Portable. I mean, that's awesome. You know what I mean? I'm very happy to add this into my collection. Now, the availability of this game, and it is complete, the availability of this game right now could probably be, you could probably, like I said before, you might be able to find the game itself for a few dollars, but it's when you want to get into collecting, man, and people know that. And that's one reason why they always raise the prices on these games. This game is probably in the $20 or $30 range, I would say. Now, if you guys do your research, I could be wrong. You probably can find these games a little cheaper. But sometimes when I research some of these games, like on eBay and different places like that, some of them want astronomical prices for these games. You know what I mean? But this is another great game to add to your PSP collection, guys. If you're like Outrun, you like collecting for Sega like I do, this is another good one that you could add, you know, to your collection. You know what I mean? It is a great game. Very arcadish style. You know, it has all the original music. It's like holding, I guess, the PSP really, honestly, the PSP is a PlayStation 2 portable. That's what it is. It's really a PlayStation 2 portable. The PS Vita is a portable PS3. You know what I mean? So basically, that's what that is. It's a portable PlayStation 2, which is awesome to have in your portable collection if you collect for portable systems and games. Now, the next one here is a great game. It is the Capcom Classics Remix, and this has a genre of really awesome games on it, guys. I don't want to get into naming all of them, but you got the original Street Fighter, you got Strider on here. You know what I mean? Let's just name a couple. You got Strider, you got Sidearms, which is another great game. Captain Commando, Street Fighter, Section Z, another great shooter. You know what I mean? Some really awesome games on this collection here for the PSP. Forgotten Worlds. Forgotten Worlds is an awesome game, and I own it. The original copy on my Sega Genesis. But this is a great game to collect for too. Is the Capcom's Collection Remix. You know what I mean? That is complete. I found this at a flea market. And I'm very happy, to be honest with you guys, to really find some of these games at flea markets complete. You know what I mean? Usually when you find games there, a lot of them are just the game. It might be beat up or cracked. Because let me tell you something. These UMDs, right? You can actually take the disc out itself. There's the disc, right? You can take the disc out itself. And if you have, let's say, a UMD movie that you don't want, right? Or you have an extra copy of, and you get a game, and the game is cracked right here. If you do it correctly, you can slip that game in to that shell casing and snap it back on, and you'll be ready to go. And what's really cool is they're little mini discs, which is really awesome. I like the shape and look of these mini games. But and you got to watch too. You got to really watch, honestly, how you also put them back in. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you can actually crack it if you try to push it in too hard or something. You can actually break it. So they're very delicate games. That's one thing that I kind of didn't like about the PSP. They could have made the shell casing a little bit stronger, a little bit more tougher. You know what I mean? But it is a great game, guys, to add to your PSP collection. Now, this one I think is very affordable now. It is the PSP Greatest Hits, and it's just something that you should really collect for. It's very fun. I've played this over and over and over, and it is the Namco Museum's Battle Collection, and it has over 20 arcade classics, man. Like it has Pac-Man, Galaga, you know what I mean? Just all kind of games. Dig Dug. And that's another one, and you might even be able to find this game complete for $10. You know what I mean? I don't know how it is now. You know what I mean? I need to go back, and because I like to check and see if these games that went up. That's how much I collect. I go on websites. I see how much the games went up, complete or just alone. You know what I mean? But that is also complete. I got this at my local exchange for $5, and it is awesome to collect for, because it has a lot of classics on this, and it is awesome to collect for. Like, you have the 3DS, the Game Boy Advance. They did have compilations of collection games, but on the PSP, I believe you get more. You know what I mean? And the graphics are really awesome for this little system. You know what I mean? Now, another one here is another collection. Now, this might have went up in price, guys, but if you're into Midway games and you love Midway, this is a great compilation. It is Midway Treasures Extended Play, and it's by Midway. Midway is no longer with us anymore. That's where Mortal Kombat was birthed. You know what I mean? And it is a great game to get for your PSP. It has so many games on here, like Mortal Kombat 2, Joust, Paperboy, Rampage, Gauntlet, Defender. There's so many games on here that you can get, guys. And it is an awesome package deal in this, man. And this is complete. It is a great old school little, system, to be honest with you, that you can have on the go. You know what I mean? And people say, well, you can download that on your phone, or you can, play it on your phone or whatever. Yeah, and I understand that. But being a collector, I just like portable systems. And this is not too bad to play on the go. This is not too bad to play in the hotel. It's not like you're holding a Sega Nomad. You know what I mean? Or the Atari Lynx. It's like this big, the first one. So, I mean, it's very portable. You can fit it in your pocket. If you're a girl, your purse or whatever, you know what I mean? You can put it in, inside your suitcase, and you can game. So that is another great game to get, guys. Like I said, it has a lot of awesome old school games on it. They did very well by adding those great games on there. Now, another one you can get, it's a greatest hits. I believe you can probably get this pretty cheap. You know what I mean? It's a Tekken game. It's Dark Recession, and this looks really good by Namco Bandai. Dark Resurrection by Namco Bandai, and it is pretty good. The graphics are pretty good for this game. This is complete. I picked this up for $5 at my local exchange. I've had these games for a long time. Now, these games do go up in time. This might be in a $15, $20 range, complete, or it could be $30. You know what I mean? It all depends. But it's a great fighting game. This is a great fighting game. Tekken is really honestly known for PlayStation. And it's a good game, guys, to take on the go, man. It's an awesome game. The graphics are beautiful in it. It's an awesome game. Now, the next one we got here, now this one here is going to be a little bit more pricier. You know what I mean? This is a Capcom game. This is a Street Fighter Alpha Max. And this is going to be a little bit more, guys. I'm going to say in a $40, $50 range. You know what I mean? And it's got beautiful artwork on the front. So that's another great game to add to your PSP. If you can't get it complete, guys, and you love Street Fighter or any of these games, buy the UMD. You know what I mean? You could probably, find the case or the instruction booklet later and add to it. And you won't not have to pay much, because there's people that actually sell just the shell casing, the artwork, and the art book. Yeah, I mean, you might be able to get the art book for $3, $4. You know what I mean? The case might be a little more. You know what I mean? Maybe 10. Depends on who's selling it and what condition it is. Then you can make it a complete copy. You know what I mean? But this is complete inside with the beautiful artwork there with Ryu right there. You know what I mean? This is a great game, guys. The graphics are awesome, like I told you before. It's like playing a handheld PlayStation. But this is a good game to add to your collection. If you really love fighting games and you're a fighting game connoisseur, this is definitely one to add to your fighting game collection. Excuse me, guys. Now, the next one we have here is for the PSP. All right. Also, and it is Crazy Taxi Fare Wars. And this is their version of Crazy Taxi on the PlayStation. There's also a Crazy Taxi on the PlayStation 2 also. I don't have that one. But this is the PSP version of it, and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good transformation of the game. You know what I mean? The graphics are done very well in there. Over 30 mini games are in this. You know what I mean? And it's by Sega, of course. You know what I mean? But Crazy Taxi on the go. You know what I mean? There's actually a Crazy Taxi, I believe, on the Game Boy Advance. I think I used to have that game. It's not going to be as good as the PSP, but it was good for then. You know what I mean? It's not a bad game, but it's not going to be as good as the PSP version. Yeah, I mean, this is a great game to take on the go, guys. Crazy Taxi. I had loads of fun. Crazy Taxi 1 and 2, I own them both on my Dreamcast, and I own the third one on the original OG Xbox. But this is another great game to add if you want to collect for Sega for your PSP. Your PSP is to get Crazy Taxi. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not sure about Crazy Taxi. It could be in the $15 to $20 range. You know what I mean? But it is a great game to add to your PSP collection, to be honest with you. Now, the next one we got up here, I paid $4.99 for. Okay, the sticker's actually still on here. I tried to rip it off. You know what I mean? Because I hate when they put stickers on here. And it is Mortal Kombat. It is Mortal Kombat Unchained. And this is a great game to own, absolutely, for your PSP, guys. It has chess game on there, right? It has puzzle combat, conquest, which is awesome. You know what I mean? So you could play different types of games on this, not just the game, but the mini games and the other games they have on here, which is awesome. Now, this was $4.99. You can see it right there. It was $4.99. Now, this game is way more than $4.99 these days, guys. So it's probably going to be in the $40, $50 range, I'm going to say. Even though it's the greatest hits, it's probably still going to be up in that range. And as you can see here, I do have it complete. Oh, yeah, it was from Half Price Books. I do have it complete right there with the booklet and everything. And it is an awesome, awesome game, guys. The graphics were done very well on the PSP for this, but there's another one to add to your collection. So if you can't find this, honestly, guys, if you love Mortal Kombat like I do, you know, Mortal Kombat is my favorite 2D fighter. I choose Mortal Kombat over Street Fighter any day. I know people love Street Fighter, but Mortal Kombat is my favorite old school 2D fighter. And you could probably find the game itself for $10, and it's worth getting if it's in really good condition, guys. It really is. All right, now we're going to get into some ones that are. All right, these ones here are going to be kind of more expensive. These are games that are more sought after. These are games that people want complete in the box here. And the first one we're going to go to is Samurai Showdown Anthology. Okay, I picked this up for $8 when my friends had their mom and pop game store. Okay, $8. And this is a great game, very awesome artwork on there. This has Samurai Showdown 1 and 2, 5, and I can't see the other ones because of the writing. Writing's really small on there. But altogether, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games on this. 6, guys. Now, you can get these games digitally, you know, on your Xbox Series X or One X. You know what I mean? You can get those emulator ones. They're still good. But this is portable. And that's what makes it very collectible for. You get all those Samurai Showdown games portable for your PSP. And I love the Samurai Showdown series. And it was actually, honestly, great to have this in my collection. This game, you're going to pay at least, I'm going to say, in my opinion, $50 to $60 complete. Possibly could be more. These are games that are more sought after. You know what I mean? Especially if you want the game complete. You know what I mean? With the booklet and everything, it's going to be more. But this is a great game, guys, to add to your PSP collection, man. Like I said, if I found this game and it didn't have the booklet or the case, I'm still going to buy it. Because I have one game over there. I didn't want to bring it over. It's not. I don't have a case for it. It's the SNK collection that I have on the PlayStation 2. I only found the little disc, and it was $5, so I picked it up. And it's where you can play all type of the Neo Geo games on there, which is awesome. You know what I mean? But this is definitely worth collecting for and adding to your PSP collection, guys, if you want to get into collecting for that. Another one that actually went up in price, which is another great one that is sought after, is Darkstalkers Chronicles. Okay? The Chaos Towers. This is another one that's very sought after. Okay? This is complete in its box. Alright? It is a great Darkstalkers version of the game on your PSP. Another great game that came out for your PSP, guys. These are expensive games. This is probably going to be like in the $50, $60 range complete. You know what I mean? Sometimes if people really, and this has very awesome artwork, sometimes if people really do the research that gaming collectors, they can find these games cheaper. I know they can in the box. You really have to just look really hard for that. You know what I mean? But some of these games, no, you're not going to be able to really get them at a, like, you're not going to buy this right now for $5 in the case. You're just, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? If somebody does, please send me the video and I want to see it because I want to know who you're dealing with. You know what I mean? But this has very, very good artwork. I'm going to actually take the book out. This has very, very good artwork from Capcom, and that's what the booklet looks like. Very, very awesome artwork. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about collecting. You know what I mean? I like the artwork, the books. I look at the books. I read the books. I look at it at every detail, milk, and cranny when it comes to collecting for video games, guys. I've been that way for years. You know what I mean? And I'm very happy to add this in my PSP collection. But if you like the Darkstalkers games, that's one to collect for, guys. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know, if you could find that without the case, get it. Because it's a good game. And graphically, it's beautiful. You know what I mean? And I'm going to say this for the record. In my opinion, don't collect for the PS Vita. I have a Vita, okay? In my opinion. You know, I mean, the games right now, to be honest with you, okay, let me phrase that a different way. If you're a collector, do collect for the PS Vita, but you really want to wait. Some of the games still today are very expensive for the PS, the Vita, man. It's ridiculous. I refuse to collect complete games for that system right now. It's too expensive. You know, in another couple years, if I can do some research and find some stuff complete that's a lot cheaper in my price range for that system, I'll buy it. But this is the system, honestly, to collect for. This is the better system. The PSP is better than the PS Vita, in my opinion. I know it has bigger screen, crisp graphics, but for old school games, good games, in my opinion, there's more sought after and there's more on the PSP. So, in my opinion, collect for this system first and then work your way up to the PS Vita, to be honest with you guys. Now, the next game we have here is Metal Slug Double X, okay? Now, this game here I paid $5 for. It has the case. Yes, and also SNK and Atlas. Atlas had their hands in this. You know what I mean? Now, this game doesn't have the booklet. And I paid $5 for it. So you know I was going to buy it. But this game is worth way more right now than $5 with the casing. You know what I mean? You're going to at least pay $25 for it. You know what I mean? And that might not even have the book. In some instances, you might pay $25 for just the game. It depends on the seller. But if I love the Metal Slug series, I own a lot of Metal Slug games. On my original OG Xbox, on my Wii, you know what I mean? I have them all digitally on my my Xbox One X. I have them on my 360. You know what I mean? These are great games. I have this also on a Neo Geo Pocket. You know what I mean? I love all the Metal Slug games, guys. They are great games that came out from the SNK family that are very awesome to collect for. So if you like Metal Slug, pick it up, guys. Graphics are great too. I beat it on the PSP. It is very awesome. Now this game I'm going to show you is a side-scrolling shooter, right? I found this game, guys. I found this game for I think it was $10 complete. Never heard of it. Never heard of this game. And it is a side-scrolling shoot 'em up, but it's a ship made out of clay, right? And I think it's called Palladius or something. Palladius. I can't say it, guys. Sorry, but this is a great game. It is crispy, minty, fresh. That's it right here. It is complete with everything in it. Right there, it is so clean. It looks like it hasn't even really been played. It looks brand spanking new when I got it. You know what I mean? And it is an awesome, side-scrolling shoot 'em up. But it's a ship. You guys probably can't see because of the lighting, but I'll try to put a little closer. But it is a really cool side-scrolling shoot 'em up shmup game for the PSP. So I had to get this game. I had a lot of fun with it, guys. It's a very awesome shmup. What's it made? It's made by Mumbo Jumbo. That's pretty crazy, but it's really good shoot 'em up, man, that I found on a PSP. So I just wanted to give you guys some background about me collecting for the PSP. I have a lot more games over there, guys, but I just wanted to show you the ones I believe. Those ones are worth collecting for, but the ones that are more sought after, in my opinion, are the games that I showed you. You know what I mean? But it's a good system to collect for. If you're into collecting for portable gaming systems, the PSP is really the way to go. You can pretty much probably find the PSP in good working conditions when you go to like a exchange. Now, if you're going to go to eBay or any of them places, you guys got to be a little bit more careful. You don't know if it really works. You know what I mean? It's really. There's actually a game in here. I know that's Evil. This is the movie, right? This is the movie Evil Dead, the old school Evil Dead, right? Let's put that on for a minute. Let's put that on so you guys can see, if you guys can see it. So let's do that. Let's do that real quick. Let's see if it starts up. Yeah, it does. You might not be able to see the screen, okay? But it's another thing that the PSP does very good is portable movies. It's an awesome job. They do an awesome job on it. So let's start that up. And I'll let you see real quick. You know what I mean? You can hear it starting up. You know, but I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it in the lighting. But let's see if we could try to see if you guys can see that. Orchard Bay. They do a lot of the old school, scary movies. Redo them, put them on DVD, Blu-ray, or whatever have you. But that, boys and girls, is Evil Dead on the PSP. Let's turn that up. Evil Dead is like one of my favorite movies. Where's that at? It's one of my... Oh, actually, I forgot. Well, it's not going to play that. But Evil Dead is one of my favorite movies. My first is Phantasm. But push the X button there. You hear it starting up. Right? We're not going to watch the whole movie, but, just to give you a little taste of it. You know what I mean? But they actually really did an awesome job with watching movies on this. Now, I know we can watch Netflix and stuff like that on your phone and everything, but if you listen to it, right? They did an awesome job with these movies for the PSP. They really did. They did an awesome job with it. You know what I mean? It is has a really, really good picture. You know what I mean? Has a nice screen. You know what I mean? But it is a really, really, really good piece of machinery, in my opinion, for portable systems. It just is. You know what I mean? But everybody knows that the DS beat this out. The DS Lite beat the PSP. It really did. The DS beat the PSP. When it came to gaming, it just did. You know what I mean? But that's what that looks like, guys. So I want to thank you guys for joining me, man, on checking out what I have here for the PSP. I know the video went a little long, brothers, but I'm really into collecting, and I like to really talk about what I collect for. So I want to thank everybody for subscribing to me. I want to thank everybody for joining me on Game Talk with Sega Man. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself with the last episode. Let me turn this off. I think you guys hope and thank you guys for really joining us for Game Talk with Sega Man on Saturdays. Now listen, I'm going to try to make Game Talk with Sega Man Saturdays at 2 o'clock. Okay? 2 o'clock. That's what I'm shooting for instead of going off the riff. I like to do it with Hebot because he's really part of Game Talk with Sega Man. And sometimes he might be doing things, and I like to have him there. But I'm going to try to get in other guests to come in with Game Talk with Sega Man. But I want to thank everybody for supporting me. Lewis L., Wild Horse 78, all you great brothers, Vaca, everybody, 100 and them, Flip Money with his crazy ass. You know, the whole true Xbox community. I really appreciate it. You know what I mean? And thank you for supporting us on the Exile podcast and supporting our podcast there. We really appreciate it. Come and rock out with us tomorrow at 7 p.m. or today, actually, because this video is being done on Sunday. Come and rock out with us, guys. 7 p.m. where we talk about great gaming news in the Xbox community and what we want to see, what you want to come forth and to come to Xbox. You know what I mean? So come and check us out, guys. I really appreciate it. Much respect to everybody that rocks out with me. You know, Sega Man really appreciates it, guys. You know what I mean? Thank you, guys. And, you know, be safe out there, guys. You know, wear your mask. You know what I'm saying? Just be safe. And, you know, go check out my brother's videos, man. Go check out Hebot. You know what I mean? Toys in My Closet. We Got Next. It's another great podcast we do. You know what I mean? When he's can do it, we're going to do it. Please check us out. You know what I mean? Yeah, and we want to thank you for rocking out with us, man. Check out the Dragon's Den. Now, now, if I remember, I think our brother Slick Slater will be at 7 p.m. Saturdays with our brother 108 Dragons. Much respect to him. Yeah, I mean, I like what 108 Dragons does. He's a great brother. I like what he does. You know what I mean? I've always liked 108. You know what I mean? I support 108. I support 100. I support E-Rock and Hebot. I support all the great brothers in the Xbox community that supports us. You know what I mean? I would like to support other Xbox creators. You know what I mean? They have podcasts, but they can't come and shout me out, man. You know what I mean? They can't come into my comment section and at least say, great show, Sega Man, or good podcast, Sega Man. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish nothing on those other brothers. I really don't. I don't hate them. I want people to know I don't hate them. You know, I'm not saying who they are. I don't hate them. But we're in it to help each other. 108 Dragons came into my podcast. Check me out. You know what I mean? Slick Slayer, all them. To me, that's support. If you say, hey, what's up, Sega Man? Great show or great podcast. I appreciate it. Much respect. Then I'll do the same for you. But until then, I'm not going to shout you out. You know what I mean? Because that's telling me that, you know, you're not helping out another Xbox brother. You don't care. You know what I mean? You can come by and shout me out, man. You know, we're supposed to be brothers and we're supposed to be doing this together. You know what I mean? Out here in the Xbox community. And you guys know what I'm talking about. And if you don't do that, man, I'm not going to support you. If you don't support me, I'm not supporting you. You know what I mean? I don't wish nothing bad on you, but hey, you know what I mean? Give back. Yeah, I came to your channel, supported you out, said what's up, you know, came to your comment sections and stuff, but you can't come back and support me. You want to be about just you? That's cool. Well, then I'm going to just be about me and support people that support me. You know what I mean? So, peace out, all right? Xbox for life. We don't die. We multiply. Peace. Wear that goddamn mask.